coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25.
Here we go, here we go. 60 by 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 19 Lions, Dragon 60.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Trying to find Greg Dulcich there. And that'll bring up second down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tap 60, tap 60. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Go.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
79 Broncos. 18 Rebels. 18 Rex. Go check. Pace.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return, it's Tony. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, this defense for the Rams, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, You can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Herbert now. Caught on the right side by Adams. Now Herbert going to shift his guys around. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Rams are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That 2nd down play nets a -4. So here's a 3rd and 14.
19 tight. 19 tight. Cup 19. Cup 19. 18. 5 in. Hurt.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Warriors 17. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go street.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
And the Rams at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's McLeod. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Buffalo 18. Hey, check that. Street. Panther street.
They'll look to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. They'll run on first down with Akers. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. It's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
60 Bobcats. 19 Lions. Dragon 60. Go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Check mash. Hey, smash.
Palmer going to go in motion left.
Trap 50. 60 Maverick.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Sidney Brown in on the tackle. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, Herbert. It's caught here by Adams. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, break.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give running right is Akers. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 8. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Troy Anderson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
18 rattling.
He'll look to throw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touch. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. He's on his way. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Come on.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Out left and complete to Thornton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
7 Pirates. With Lion. Hurt.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's another Rams 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. 19 Lions. Dragon 60. Trap 50. 60 Maverick.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mustang 19. Check.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll send the tight end in motion. A 1st throw for the backup, Wilson. Finds Dulcich out left side. Touchdown, Rams! Greg Dulcich, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And a loose football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42 yard line. throwing the fumble recovery. It's Wilson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Wilson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Open man right side is Tony. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And that's complete to Adams. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Herbert now. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that 1st half, they still have the lead as they begin this 3rd quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the 2nd half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because They've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Davante Adams, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Here we go, set. Viking 18. Ready?
Play action. It's Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's McLeod. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
It's fourth down. 19 tight. Ready?
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Wilson changing the play. On first down, Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now a give, Akers running left. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On third down, Wilson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
It's fourth down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
19 Lions. Panther 11.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now they'll bring Tony in motion left. Hands it off out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And quickly they get to the line.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Rams 39-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Herbert on first down now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Davante Adams. That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 24.
Vikings 31, Rams 7.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles, if they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 120 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal.
Go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, it's complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. That's complete to Palmer. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards that time.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board.
Touchdown! 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead now down to 20. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead. A try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, Rams 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hudson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They go play action now. Wilson. He finds his man. Complete. That's McLeod. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards for number 11.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Zone. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. They go play action with Wilson. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. A nice little juke. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, if they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there, that means...
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 137 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Right back to him on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now it's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Wilson. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead now down to 20. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Richie Grant in on the tackle.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Here's Herbert. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd and 6. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, they're